Alrighty, here we go. Welcome everyone, my name's Lockie. This is our live watch-along for Argentina, Algeria. Game kicking off in about 15 minutes or so. How are you feeling about this one? Drop some score predictions in the live chat. This is, I think, our third watch-along of the World Cup so far. We did, obviously, Socceroos for Turkey. We've got the Socceroos gear behind us, and we're very much looking forward to doing a live watch-along for the USA-Australia game coming up in a couple of days' time. We were live yesterday as well for New Zealand taking on Iran. 2-2 draw in that game. Very entertaining watch along. So we're looking forward once again to this game. Argentina, the reigning World Cup champions. 2022. They went all the way. Lionel Messi in Argentina. Taking on Algeria to kick off their World Cup campaign. Team Easy in the live chat. Cozy Platypus. Great name, by the way. Welcome, mate. Hope you guys are doing well. And I hope you're having a great day or night, wherever you're tuning in from. That's the beautiful thing about this World Cup. And for these live watch-alongs we've been doing, it's been cool seeing sort of the people tuning in from all across the entire planet. So let us know where you're tuning in from. I'm broadcasting here from the east coast of Australia. Welcome. And hit the like button, support the channel. We've been doing a bunch of World Cup content here. The focus on this channel, of course, is always on the Socceroos, Australia. But today we are talking about Argentina and Algeria at this tournament. So, hope you guys are looking forward to this game. Kickoff is about, 10, 15 minutes or so away. Verdan is here as well. Says, let's go Argentina. Valhoon, howdy to you, my friend. Welcome. Good to see you here as always. Of course, there'll always be a lot of supporters for Argentina. Now, I haven't looked at the lineup. I haven't actually got around to looking at the lineup, so I'm going to give you my live reaction to the lineup in just a moment. What do you guys make of the team use? Let us know. I'm going to give you my live reaction in just a second. So, as score predictions as well, how do you expect this game to play out? Let us know. Let us know. All right. Argentina. I think a nation expected by many to once again have a strong tournament. Argentina. I mean, we know they've got a top squad, so many players playing at the highest of levels. So how far will they go this time around? Tanley, good morning to you, mate. Good to see you here. Tanley, thanks for joining us. As always, mate, hope you're doing well. Hope everyone is enjoying their Wednesday or Tuesday evening, depending on where you're tuning in from. It is getting close to kickoff. Will be at 11 a.m. for me here on Wednesday, so not too long till kickoff though. Algeria, what a test for them as well. This nation from Africa, who we do often see pop up in the World Cups, and could they be one of the dark horses at this tournament? Hoping to have a big run, and if they could grab a result here against Argentina, it would be huge. And I tell you what, we've seen some upsets in this tournament, man. This has been a tournament of upsets so far. It really has. So, how does this one play out? Argentina are surely favourites for this game, right? I think the expectation is that Argentina should probably be winning this game, considering that they are the reigning champions. Cozy Platypus in the live chat says, I could see Argentina upset, as it's really hard to go back-to-back World Cup winners. True. It's obviously the test that is in front of Argentina now. How do they go performing at this World Cup after such a fairy tale run at that last tournament, going all the way to the final, defeating France, dramatic scenes, Lionel Messi finally claiming that World Cup. Vedant here in the live chat says, predicting Argentina a 3-1 win over Algeria. That scoreline feels like, I think, something that we could see. Yeah, I think Algeria are capable of getting on the score sheet in this game. I think we could see it. They're a side that do have some good experience and some players playing, again, at a good level, at some good clubs. So Algeria will back themselves here, man. They really will. All right, here's my live reaction to the lineup. I'm taking a quick look at the team news here. From FontMob, Lionel Messi starts, of course, wearing the captain's armband alongside Martinez leading the line. Expected probably to play that 4-4-2 formation. McAllister, Fernandez in the centre of the park for Argentina, De Paul, Almada as well. They've got a strong team, Argentina. So I think they certainly will be favourites in this match. You look at Algeria's lineup as well. Riyad Mahrez, is he on the bench? Riyad Mahrez is one of Algeria's star players, and he is indeed on the bench. Mahrez, 35 years of age, such an experienced player, such a quality player. But he starts on the bench in this game. But Nabil Bentaleb, he's a name that a lot of people will be familiar with. Very experienced defensive midfielder. He'll be a key player in the centre of the park for Algeria. Expect him to work hard in this game as well. Ait Nouri as well, the left back for Algeria, plays his club football with Manchester City, one of the top clubs in England. So there's quality on the pitch for both sides. But you feel like on paper, Argentina is probably just looking a little bit stronger here. World champions from the last World Cup. Valhoon asks, did you watch the Norway-Iraq game? I caught little bits. I had it with me while I was preparing breakfast this morning. Yeah, so I did catch it. Yeah, a 4-1 victory for Norway today over Iraq. From an Australian point of view, we are disappointed to see Graham Arnold, who is head coach of Iraq, was disappointed to see Graham Arnold unfortunately lose that game. But Norway were great, man. Erling Haaland with a couple goals. I mean, they could be. I mean, a lot of people are expecting Norway to be one of the dark horses of this tournament, and they could be set for a decent run. Hey, they could be set for a decent run. I was just watching them play today. They did look good, and just the squad they have too. I mean, Odegaard, Berger as well in midfield, Haaland leading the line, Nusa off that left wing. I really rate him. He's a top player. So Norway are an exciting team. Let's talk about some of those results today, though, because we did have that 4-1 win for Norway over Iraq. But prior to that, to kick off the match day, France getting underway with a 3-1 win over Senegal. A good game, a really good game overall for France. They were pretty comfortable, and Senegal probably disappointed that they weren't able to compete a little bit more in that game. Senegal only ending the game with 6 shots, France with 11. That's not too many shots overall, actually, for both teams. But Mbappe with a double in that game as well, as France kicked off their World Cup campaign with a win. France, of course, were one of the finalists from the last World Cup. They did beat Argentina. And, I mean, spoilers, for anyone who hasn't seen my World Cup predictions video on this channel, you can check it out if you want. It's on the channel. My World Cup predictions, my winners for this tournament is France. I'm expecting them to go a really long way in this tournament. I'm expecting Argentina to be strong once again, though. I am. Haaland has arrived, says Valhoon. He has indeed arrived. And look, a lot of talk in regards to who's going to win the Golden Boot at this tournament. You know, Harry Kane, Kylian Mbappe, obviously, these sort of the names that are popping up as always. Erling Haaland, at his first World Cup here with Norway, he's such a top goal scorer, man. He's a high quality player, as we all know. Erling Haaland, one of the top goal scorers in the entire world. So with a couple of goals to get underway here for Norway, for Erling Haaland, he's set to have a big tournament. But on the broadcast right now, Lionel Messi on camera, the teams are in the tunnel, about to step out onto the field for the first time at this 2026 World Cup. And it's Leo Messi who is wearing the captain's armband, leading this Argentina team. That's another World Cup. Messi, he knows what it feels like now to lift the World Cup. This Argentina side, many of them were at this last World Cup. And the teams, as we speak right now, are walking out onto the field. Valhoon also saying that France showed their class in the second half. Yeah, and look, there was a little nervy moment where Senegal got a goal back. It was 2-1 for a moment, but yeah, that second goal from Mbappe, man, from range. Dude, man, it was it looks like he made it look so easy. He just found a pocket of space and just from 25 meters out. He's such a exciting player, Kylian Mbappe. Vinent says, we'll be excited to see Zidane's son Luka as goalkeeper for Algeria. Dude, I saw that it was Zidane. Is it actually Zinedine Zidane's son? Is that true? Because I didn't know that. There you go, fun fact. Cozy Platypus also says, I feel like if France play a better team the way they did today, they will lose. The way they played in the first half was awful. That's a fair point, Cozy Platypus. Yeah, I mean, That's a fair point. Look, Senegal are a decent team. They've got some good players, and Senegal are probably disappointed that they weren't able to capitalise in that first half, perhaps. Yeah, man, it's a fair point. I mean, we'll see how they. I mean, the France-Norway game's going to be interesting. Like, can France keep Haaland scoreless? That's going to be sort of a key battle in that game. So that group is going to shape up as an interesting one because you've got Norway, who are now top of the group ahead of France, right? So it's currently Norway, France, Senegal, and Iraq. So Norway ahead on goal difference at the moment in that group. All the groups are looking very, very intriguing as we're in what is now the second last day of match day 1. Still a number of teams to play tomorrow. Some big games coming up tomorrow, including England versus Croatia. So the teams are currently out on the field, set to sing the national anthems. Thanks for joining us here, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Kickoff is not too far away. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. You can also consider sending in a super chat to support the channel or join our memberships. Tan Lee, who's joining us in the live chat this morning or this evening, depending on where you're tuning in from. Tan Lee is a member of the channel, and we just recently launched memberships on the channel. So we've got level 1, level 2. Jump on level 2 if you want to get access to members-only videos, live streams, extended matchday vlogs. There's going to be a lot of stuff on the way, that's for sure. Alrighty. National anthem of Argentina. Currently being sung. Martinez, the goalkeeper, he was so good at that last World Cup. Starting once again today. Messi starts in this first group stage game. After this game, Argentina play Austria. Algeria play Jordan. Jordan and Argentina then meet on the final match day of the group. It'll be Algeria, Austria. This isn't the last game today, folks. There is one more after this. It's a later kickoff. Probably, I think, the latest kickoff we've had. In a couple hours' time, the two other teams from this group will play, and those two teams are Austria and Jordan. That'll be a big game. Well, obviously for both sides, featuring in the World Cup. Huge occasion. But especially for Jordan, I mean, being a Socceroos fan, Australian fans, familiar with Jordan, another team from Asia. So very curious to see how Jordan goes. And again, I mean, up until this morning, up until today, the teams from Asia were undefeated. But that run has unfortunately ended for the teams from Asia. With not too long, just an hour ago, Iraq losing 4-1 to Norway. But overall, the teams from Asia have been good. Qatar with a draw against Switzerland. Japan with a draw against Netherlands. Obviously, Australia defeating Turkey. South Korea with the win against Czechia. It's been good. So, Algeria currently singing their national anthem. Kickoff moments away. Packed stadium in attendance, of course. I'm sure there'll be many people excited to see Lionel Messi in person in this stadium. Prediction for today. Good question. I think my prediction for today is a win for Argentina. I am going to say 3-1. I am going to go for that 3-1 prediction as well. I agree. I think 3-1 feels like a realistic prediction. I think Algeria are capable of getting on the score sheet today, but I think Argentina will have enough quality to get the win in the end. Valhoon says, Saturday morning is going to be massive. Dude, we are looking forward to it. So make sure to join us for the live watch long for that one. Australia, USA. It's Saturday morning. It'll be an early morning too, 5 a.m. on the east coast of Australia. It'll be Friday in Seattle, over in the US, where the game's being played. So, national anthems have been sung. The teams are ready to go. We're here to watch some football, folks. Thanks for joining us for this live watch along. Jump in the live chat, say g'day. How you feeling about this one? What's your expectations? Cozy Platypus says, reckons 2-1 Argentina, but I can see that Algeria could cause an upset. Yes, and that's the thing. At this World Cup, it hasn't always gone as we expect. We've seen some big upsets. We've seen some dramatic turnarounds. One of those big upsets a couple of days ago, Spain held to a scoreless draw with Cape Verde. It was just a draw, but considering Spain are picked to be one of the favourites for this tournament, man. That was a big result for Cape Verde. Australia defeating Turkey. Big win there. We were live, of course, about 24 hours ago. We were live on this channel to watch Iran taking on New Zealand, and New Zealand were not too far away from grabbing what probably would have been an upset win as well against Iran. But a draw, maybe an upset. You could consider that an upset as well. Iran probably favourites to win against New Zealand yesterday. So this World Cup tournament has been there's been no shortage of drama, of upsets. So, and I'm sure we're going to get plenty more throughout this group stage. But I think Argentina should be expected to get the result here today. Strong lineup that they have named. Fascinated to see how Algeria approach this game. Whether they do take a defensive mindset from the start, or whether they rely on their attacking outlets here to really try and maybe they'll look to utilize the counter-attack a little bit, try and catch Argentina out. But again, I think Argentina are indeed favourites. Riyad Mahrez, one of the star players for Algeria, he's on the bench to start this game. Keep an eye on Riyad Mahrez. Of course, a name familiar to many, winning the Premier League with Leicester City a decade ago. Played many seasons at Manchester City as well. Now playing his club football in the Saudi Pro League, Riyad Mahrez, but he's on the bench. Here we go. We are set for kickoff. Argentina, Algeria. Their World Cup campaign's about to get underway here. Full stadium. No surprise. And we are waiting to get underway. Teams are ready. Fans are ready. We're all ready. Thanks for joining us for this live watch along as we finally get underway here. Our game clock is ticking here. Got it synced up to the stream that I'm watching, so feel free to sync up your games with the clock that we've got ticking along here if you would like to. Make sure you're in sync. Argentina in their iconic blue and white stripes. Algeria wearing that green kit. Not really nice kit. I like this Algeria kit. It's like, it's green, but you've got the different shades of green. You've got the sort of the light green top and the darker green shorts and socks. It's a nice looking kit, that's for sure. Alrighty. Tarnley also, sorry Tarnley, I missed your comment a few minutes ago. Mbappe versus Haaland match. Yeah, that France-Norway match. It's going to be, as you say there, yeah, Mbappe versus Haaland, two of the top goal scorers in world football. So, chance for Algeria here to get their foot on the ball in the opening minutes as they take a patient approach out from the back. Going long through to the goalkeeper, but that may well be something that they'll have to utilise in this game, Algeria, that long ball. Trying to get in behind. Vladimir Petkovic, the head coach of Algeria. Experienced head coach. Argentina with so many big names in this team. Obviously, Lionel Messi captaining the side, but got quality all across the pitch. It's McAllister and Fernandez playing in the centre of the park. Martinez as well, partnering Messi up top. Messi getting back to do some defending there for a moment. He was Algeria looked to break away down the left, and Messi was there to help out at the back. Great to see. He's still playing at a really, really good level. Obviously playing his club football at Inter Miami in the MLS at the moment, Lionel Messi. Tony says, a lot of players last World Cup. Indeed. Yeah. Oh my goodness, what a question, Vidant. Who is your favourite player of all time? I mean, it's hard to go past Tim Cahill of Australia. I'm sure he's many Australians' favourite player. Tim Cahill's just, Australia's all-time leading goal scorer at World Cups. He's just an incredible player and was for many, many years, and scored some truly remarkable goals, and will just forever go down in history for the Socceroos. It's Argentina. First shot on target. It's a header from Martinez. Good opportunity. Good cross, good header. Good save by the goalkeeper. Pretty comfortable save in the end, but that's the first effort on target after 3 minutes. Martinez with a header. Alrighty. The first of many shots, I'm sure, that Argentina are going to have on goal in this game. Algeria, can they stay defensively strong? This game taking place in Kansas City. Kansas City. Plenty of hosts, obviously this being the biggest World Cup so far. Plenty of host cities involved, and it's cool seeing all the different cities and the stadiums, and yeah, man. The stadiums have just about been fully packed out everywhere. Fans flying in from all around the world. And 4 minutes in. Now a patient build-up for Argentina as they look to control this game. Let's see here. De Paul. Fernandez in midfield. Looking to the right-hand side. Lionel Messi, he was hanging out on that right wing a little bit there. Perhaps we will see Messi, as he usually does, drift around a little bit, maybe drop a little bit deeper. He was over on the right wing for a moment there. Perhaps Lautaro Martinez to remain in a central position. And it looks like that is indeed the case. Martinez on the edge of the box, through for Messi. Great chance for Messi! Oh, it's a goal after 4 minutes! Oh my goodness, Lionel Messi, that is too easy. That is too easy. Absolute legend. It's 1-0. And the way they waltz into the box there, but we may have to hold those celebrations because the offside flag may well be up on that one. What a goal, says Cozy Platypus. And Cozy Platypus also does say it was offside, so it wouldn't have counted. It was a nice finish, and we're going to have to take away the number 1 there. Back to 0 for Argentina. There were celebrations, but the celebrations were cut short. It did look offside in the end. But there you go. That's a warning sign there for Algeria. Ball into Martinez, and perhaps that's part of the game plan here for Argentina. Martinez to sort of, while Algeria are obviously going to be so focused on Messi and being, wary of his positioning and, where he is in the attack at all times. I was going to free up Martinez to pick up the ball in good positions, and Martinez had it in front of goal, edge of the box there. And while the defence changed their focus to Martinez, Messi was just suddenly able to drift in behind the line. Cozy Platypus says, I wasn't expecting a goal that fast. Argentina looking to get down the right-hand side, but take it back for that slow build-up approach. 6 minutes in, and Messi has already put the ball in the back of the net, but from an offside position. 0-0. But Algeria, a nervy moment. I'm sure they were relieved to see the offside flag raised there, Algeria, as they were exposed to the back for the first time in this game. Fernandez seeing a lot of the ball in midfield to start this game, and his pass to the right, just a little bit too much on it. Cozy Platypus says that's twice they've been caught offside. Maybe credit to Algeria and their good defensive line, as they're showing the lines on the broadcast. It wasn't too far off from being onside. Messi was just a shoulder. He was a shoulder, as they show on the lines. He was just sort of a quarter of his body there, if you like. Was just drifted offside. So it wasn't too far. It wasn't too far away for Argentina. What a start that would have been, though, for Argentina. But as we speak, Algeria, 7 minutes in here, are looking to build their first attack of the game. Knocking it around midfield. Nice turn, a nice run. And that's a great pass. What a chance! Oh, they've scored! Algeria lead. Oh, what a moment. Wonderfully worked goal. And Argentina are stunned. Algeria score. What a goal. It was the run in the middle, the great turn, the great pass, and the superb finish. What a goal, says Cozy Platypus. Incredible. Algeria, what a move through the middle. Ooh, actually, dude, this might be offside too. That looks offside from the replays, man. Are we going to have 2 disallowed goals already? Great goal. Dude, the pass and the finish was just exquisite. They're showing replays of the goal on the broadcast, but I think this is going to be ruled out, man. This has got to be ruled out, right? Algeria, that looks offside, says Cozy Platypus. Yep, it's offside. Call's been made. No goal. No goal. Wow. Well, we're only 8 minutes into this game. Both teams have put the ball in the back of the net with some nice finishes. But both goals offside. Okay. I mean, what's that going to do now for the way these two teams are feeling heading into this game? How do they approach it from here? Because there we go. I mean, Algeria, they were exposed a minute ago when Lionel Messi got in behind for that disallowed goal. And the same thing happened to Argentina's defense. All of a sudden, a gap opened up, and it was a great run, just unfortunately going too early there with the run in behind. Really nicely worked from Algeria, and they've shown that they are now capable of working their way in behind. It was really nicely worked there by Algeria. Argentina now in a good spell of possession, and they're knocking it around, and it just feels like when they get into that mode, man, when they're moving the ball around well, heading into that final third, that's when they start to look dangerous, and defenses, you got to be wary. Cozy says, you need to do more watch-alongs as the games you have picked are really good games. I mean, right, we've gotten pretty lucky so far. Yeah, obviously Australia, Turkey, I mean, we're always going to do a live watch-along for that one. We did the live watch-along yesterday, Iran, New Zealand. That was like one of the games of the tournament from a neutral point of view. It was just a really exciting end-to-end game. There were a lot of chances. And we were backing New Zealand. We were backing New Zealand in that game. They were they put in a really good performance yesterday, New Zealand. I was impressed with them. And it's a shame that they weren't able to get the win because the rest of their group stage is going to be tough, New Zealand. They've got Belgium and Egypt coming up. And this one has started off, I mean, while there hasn't actually been any goals, it has been an exciting start. A couple of disallowed goals. And Ait Nouri, who was sprinting ahead from left back, has won a free kick in a good position here for Algeria. But yeah, definitely planning to have more watch-longs coming up. Our next one for sure is going to be USA, Australia in a few days' time. That is certainly our next one. I can tell you that. And yeah, well, we'll definitely be doing a bunch throughout the knockout stage as well, of course. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys tuning in and joining us, as always. So on the left, Algeria, who work it short from the free kick, and Messi tries to keep it in from going out for a corner. It looked close. It's a throw in. Algeria with a chance to build from this throw in a good position. Bentaleb. Ait Nouri. Play on, no foul as a player for Argentina went down there. Argentina end up in possession with a goal kick. It's 12 minutes in, 0-0, and they're showing us the lines on that offside call. And again, it was close, dude. It was close. The run was just maybe a split second too early. But the pass was delightful, like perfectly weighted. And how about that finish as well? Again, the goal was ruled out, but great finish as well. G'day, Skip Films. Says the game is unwatchable. The SBS is blurry and 1080p on commentary Sorry, says blurry on 1080p and commentary is awful. To be fair, I mean, I'm watching on SBS and it looks okay for me. It does look okay for me. Argentina back in control now as they look to build once more. But again, both teams taking a patient approach in this game. Argentina not rushing it. Two quality centre backs as well for Argentina. We should mention Romero, Martinez. Two experienced centre backs now. Have been playing at a really high level for some years. Over on the left, Argentina. This is building really nicely for them. And they were trying to poke it through there. The ball was just a little bit too heavy for Martinez to chase. But as we can see, yeah, Martinez certainly playing that. He's the furthest man forward for Argentina. Lautaro Martinez. Lionel Messi just playing a little bit deeper. Messi allowed that freedom to find those pockets of space where he can work his magic. Cozy Platypus in the live chat says, I find the commentary for the World Cup has not been great. It's been interesting, hey, and I've noticed, I don't know whether they're intentionally doing this, but they've been sort of there's always obviously a main commentator and a co-commentator. They always have different accents, or they seem to be from different countries and stuff. You'll hear an American accent, for example, and then you hear an English accent together. And even there was a game. What game was it yesterday? Was it one of yesterday's games? I noticed Mark Schwarzer, former Socceroos goalkeeper, Mark Schwarzer was the commentator for one of the games. So they seem to have been I wonder if they've intentionally been sort of picking different commentators and sort of putting them together in different combinations. Because yeah, it is interesting. Hey, you get the different accents between the two commentators for each game. So we are scoreless as we are in the 15th minute of this contest. Argentina, Algeria. Argentina, winners of the last World Cup, of course. How will they go this time around? I think a lot of people anticipating Argentina. Actually, what do you guys think? How far do you think Argentina go this tournament? I think a lot of people still are anticipating Argentina to be one of the strong teams at this World Cup. But how far will they go? And how, have the other nations, the other top nations, caught up to Argentina now? I think France is still going to be right up there once again. A lot of people talking about Spain this year, despite the fact that they were held to a scoreless draw by Cape Verde. I mean, who else? Netherlands, Portugal, Croatia. It really does feel quite open in regards to who's going to win this tournament. Brazil, how will they go? But Argentina, my expectation is that they should be making at least the quarterfinals, probably the semifinals. Argentina, you would imagine, with the quality and the experience that they have. Great to have all of you joining us for this live watch-along. If this is your first time joining the channel, my name's Lockie. We do focus on football in Australia here, talking about the Socceroos throughout this tournament. But we are here watching Argentina, Algeria, who get their World Cup campaigns underway. Messi, again, dropping really deep. Messi, alongside his centre-backs there for a moment, looking to try and instigate something going forward for his side. That's a great pass. Messi's picked it up in a great position. Messi's going to shoot. Oh, what a goal. That is a classic goal from Lionel Messi. That one will not be ruled out. And Messi has scored a stunner from range. That is a beautiful goal. Brilliant stuff. And you cannot allow the time and space there to Lionel Messi, because he will score, and he will score from anywhere. What a goal. Lionel Messi, another World Cup for him, another World Cup goal for him. It's a brilliant moment for Argentina. It's a brilliant goal. What about the pass though? I think it was De Paul and Messi, who were dropped deep a few seconds earlier, just all of a sudden drifted forward. Maybe that was part of his thinking. He'll drop deep. The Algeria defence might forget about him for a second, and then all of a sudden he pops up right in front of that back line. And they're tracking back. But Messi from range, I mean, the power on the strike too. Like the goalkeeper wasn't even able to keep it out. He was not able to keep it out. It's Argentina 1, Algeria 0. It's a stunning goal. It's a really, really nice goal. '17th minute. Lionel Messi finds the back of the net. It's a stunning strike. Lovely goal, man. Really, really nice. The power on it, the finish. Fantastic. It's a Messi goal. A Lionel Messi goal to get Argentina's World Cup campaign underway. So, question is now, how do Algeria respond? Algeria now committing a lot of numbers forward as they're building it up from that halfway line. Long ball down the right. Decent opportunity, but not kept in play. Ends in a goal kick. Argentina 1, Algeria 0. Early in this first half still. They're shown on the broadcast scores. Messi has scored his 118th goal for Argentina. Wow. Incredible career. And he's looking for more here, Lionel Messi. He's looking for another trophy, another World Cup. Could they go back to back? Could they go all the way Argentina? They've made a great start here against Algeria. So, Algeria now allowed a bit of possession at the back. Argentina happy to let them knock it around a bit across their backline. The defenders having a lot of touches on the ball here for Algeria as they try to manufacture something. They did have a free kick in a good position earlier, but they weren't able to create a chance on goal. Of course, they did put the ball in the back of the net early on in this game, but it was ruled out, the offside call. But again, that showed, while it was a disallowed goal, it showed that Algeria are capable. They've got the quality of getting in behind. If they can get their dangerous players, their attacking players on the ball a bit more. Their attacking players for Algeria, they haven't really just seen much of it. Bentaleb's going to swing way out to the right. It's cut off though. Argentina structurally looking very, very solid overall, aren't they? G'day Coral, who says, so Mbappe, Haaland, and Messi scored today. There you go. Who knows, maybe those three guys could be leading the Golden Boot race come the end of this tournament. Brilliant start for Messi. And yes, two goals each, right, for Mbappe and Haaland as well. Couple goals for Haaland, couple goals for Mbappe. Messi's already got one. Maybe we'll get more today. But again, I think Algeria may be a little bit concerned how that space was opened up so easily. Messi was just allowed to just wander into that space. Argentina again with the currently in a good little spell of possession. Their centre back seeing a lot of the ball as well. And Algeria, while they do trail, they have to make sure they stay defensively compact. Cannot afford to concede a second goal here, Algeria. They may well have limited opportunities in this game against a quality opponent. seemingly setting up in a Algeria's defensive shape. Looks somewhat of a 4-4-2, trying to stay compact and limit the space. But Argentina, it's great work. Messi swinging the ball into the box. It looked so easy for them. Again, Algeria would again looking really strong defensively compact, and that structure was looking good overall. But still, just the quality of Argentina, they were capable of just finding little spaces, little gaps, and it was again Lionel Messi who's really playing as the playmaker, the key playmaker in this game. It's 1-0, Argentina lead. Thanks for joining us for this live watch along. Really appreciate it. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. You can also consider sending in a super chat, or you can join the channel memberships that we just recently launched here. So Argentina in cruise control at the moment. Algeria not pressing all that high. Very wary that they don't want to open up too much because they saw what happened not too long ago. Messi finding that space. And that's the thing, if Argentina get even just a little glimpse of space, they will capitalize on it. And the sun is setting. A beautiful shot of this stadium. The sun is setting over Kansas City, where this game is being played in USA. Algeria win the throw-in here, but we're going to have a drinks break first. First hydration break of this game. Argentina lead 1-0. What do you guys make of this game so far? Argentina, Lionel Messi, it's a stunning, stunning goal. He scored many absolutely brilliant goals, of course, over his career. Hundreds of goals throughout his career, Lionel Messi, but that is certainly at a World Cup stands out as one of his best. Just the finish, man. It actually reminded me a bit of Mbappe's second goal today when he scored that goal for France to make it 3-1 in the end. From range, just getting that space and just hitting it. And Lionel Messi here from range. He can score from anywhere, really. But he's clearly been looking really, really good so far in this game. Lionel Messi finding those pockets of space, dropping deep. Again, there's been times where he's even been dropping all the way back to that halfway line when his team has the ball, getting alongside those defenders, getting some touches on the ball, and then all of a sudden the space is opening up. And Algeria, I mean, they're doing a good job of, I think, maintaining that defensive structure. But can they maintain it for the entire game? And the question is as well, not only can they maintain this defensive structure, but can Algeria try and convert some chances? Can they try and get themselves on the ball a little bit more and get into dangerous positions? They did put the ball in the back of the net, Algeria, early on, but the goal was disallowed. Messi also did put the goal in the back of the net early as well, but that one was disallowed also. 2 offside calls early on. And aside from that, Messi getting the goal, and they weren't going to rule it out. Stunning strike. So this is the third out of a total of 4 games today. 2 big results earlier today. France 3, Senegal 1. And then we did see Norway with an impressive 4-1 victory in the end over Iraq. Erling Haaland with 2 goals in that game. 4-1 for Norway. An impressive start for the Norwegians there. Really, really good stuff. Another game coming up after this as well. Austria-Jordan, which should be a fascinating game. Excited to see how those 2 teams perform at a World Cup. You'd imagine Austria probably the favourites in that game. Austria ranked 24th in the rankings, Jordan 63. Having a look at the rankings for this game. Obviously, Argentina are currently number 1. Algeria 28 in the FIFA rankings at the moment. They are a good team, Algeria. They've got some good players in their side. They really do. But can they get their top players a little bit more involved in this contest? That's right. Coral, thanks for joining us again today, Coral, who says both teams' first goal was called offside. All we need now is for Algeria to score to even things out. They haven't had too many shots on goal. They've won it in the forward half here, though. Algeria, but it's quickly closed down. They've won it back, and they've had to go backwards, though. But some good pressure there from Argentina in the middle of the park. Down the right-hand side, Algeria have it in the middle of the park, coming central. But it comes unstuck for them. That's the thing for Algeria against this high-quality Argentina side. Algeria are going to have to be near perfect to create some opportunities. The passing has to be accurate. They have to be smart with their runs. But so far, Argentina are looking pretty comfortable, and not only looking, going forward in attack, they're looking good, but defensively, Argentina haven't been troubled all that much so far. Long ball for Argentina. Martinez making the run. Ooh, he's gone down. I don't think there was much in it. But maybe just a slight worry there, because that was the last defender there for Algeria, bringing down Martinez. So, into the 30th minute of this game. Almost played half an hour. And it's 1-0. G'day, Paul, who asks, Messi or Maradona, the GOAT for Argentina? Well, I am far too young to have watched Maradona play. I am aware that he was a brilliant player. So I feel like my answer probably isn't going to be very... I'm not probably qualified to answer that question. So I'd have to say Messi. But hey, if I was older and would have seen more of Maradona play, then maybe my answer would be different. But obviously Lionel Messi, I mean, just one of the all-time greats. And he's been good. He's been very lively today. Lionel Messi. He's been getting involved heavily in the build-up play, dropping deep quite often. That's great play, Argentina. Beautiful football. Martinez, edge of the box. There was some great sort of give and go there for a moment between De Paul and Martinez. Rodrigo De Paul playing on that right side of midfield for Argentina. After half an hour of football, Messi's 17th minute goal is the difference between the two sides. Thanks for joining us today, everyone, for this live watch-along. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't done so already, so you don't miss our live watch-alongs here on the channel. Ooh, interesting take here from Valhoon, who says, without Maradona, there would be no Messi. Boom. Two absolute legends of Argentinian football. So, a foul here committed by Messi, and they're just showing the replay. Ooh. That's, dude, the replays are not looking good. Wow. Lionel Messi has come in with the studs were up. Am I seeing that right? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if VAR is maybe just having a little look at this, because the studs were high up on the calf. I just wonder if this might be reviewed. It was a really dangerous challenge. They're not going to review it, I think. It's play on. What do you guys think of that challenge? It was a bit clumsy from Messi, but the studs were up on the calf, man. I tell you what. I've seen red cards given for that before. The studs were up on the calf. I don't know if you guys see that differently to me, but that was a big moment. Perhaps the replays made it look worse than it really was, but it certainly was an unusual challenge. Messi sort of coming in from behind, and again the studs were up. Anyway, We are playing on the VAR, seeing no clear and obvious error. Down the right-hand side come Algeria, looking to create something. They haven't had much. They haven't had much at all. Algeria keep it going in attack, but they give it up. Down the left, Argentina. This is a good run. It's Fernandez getting down the left. Dispossessed in the end. It was a good run, though. Interesting comment from Coral there. I mean, yeah, again, I've seen red cards given for those sorts of challenges before. I really have. I mean, you always run the risk when if there's studs involved, and when it's high, you know, when it's above the ankle. Yeah, very, very interesting moment there. I wonder if people will be talking about that one across social media, because it was a worrying looking challenge. Free kick Argentina in the middle of the park. Valhoon mentions, imagine being the ref to send off Messi in his last World Cup. Yeah, there would obviously be a lot of people upset. I mean, of course, we don't want to see anyone sent off. We don't want to see Messi sent off. But just looking at the challenge, man, I mean, objectively, just looking at the challenge, it wasn't great. So just over 10 minutes to go till half time, and then, of course, some stoppage time as well. And Argentina with a 1-goal lead. And Algeria have just been struggling to get themselves on the ball, struggling to sort of create much going forward in attack. They had that disallowed goal in the early moments of the game. Aside from that, they haven't really been able to get anywhere near Argentina's box. But here's a chance, Argentina. They're just striding forward. Ooh, maybe shouts for a handball. Nothing to it though. But Argentina, a few times they've just clicked into gear. They're going for like sort of that patient build up. They've got it on that halfway line, sort of just patiently knocking it around, and then all of a sudden they go. Yeah. G'day, Sam. Welcome, mate. Member of the channel, Sam. Thanks for jumping on the membership the other day. Thoughts on the tournament as a whole so far? I've been enjoying it. It's been very entertaining. There's been a lot of really fun games. We were live yesterday for the New Zealand-Iran game at 2-2. Very entertaining 2-2 draw. And it's been fun. I've been enjoying it. And I mean, here in Australia, it's been good. The kickoff times have been quite comfortable, on during the day, not in the middle of the night. So it's been okay. It's been good. So I've really enjoyed it. How do you guys feel about the tournament so far? Let me know if you've got any hot takes or any particular feelings on it. I've been enjoying it so far. I'm enjoying. Tell you what, there's a lot of talk prior to this tournament about the number of teams involved. 48 nations. So far, I'm enjoying having heaps of games and heaps of teams involved. I am. And, we're almost a week into this tournament. Not even a week, like, what 5 days into this tournament? Tomorrow, we've still got a bunch of teams to play. Another 8 teams to play tomorrow, isn't it? And then we're into match day 2 a couple of days after that. As Messi has gone for goal from long range and just off target on this occasion. But yeah, Sam, overall, enjoying the World Cup. Sam also says, well, there's been quite a few draws. That is true. Yesterday we had a full day of draws too. But I think it's interesting because it's gonna make these group stages really. I think they're going to be really tightly contested group stages. So I don't mind in the first match day to get a bunch of draws. It sort of gives all the teams hope and belief that they can qualify for the knockouts. Messi driving through the middle. This is good. Martinez swinging it in. Goes out of play. Again, nicely worked there by Argentina. Lionel Messi once more finding a pocket of space and driving away. He's looking good, Messi. He's scored a stunning goal today already. And he's looking to help out his team with some more goals. So Algeria, another spell of possession here for them as they build through the middle of the park. Oh, it's just, again, the quality on the ball isn't quite there. Martinez has had to make a challenge, but that's the thing. Like I said earlier, like they're going to have to be perfect with their pass accuracy, finding their targets here as they go forward. Algeria, they can't afford to play any wayward passes. Argentina are just going to pick them off. Sam, another good question. What nation has been your surprise package so far where you don't expect them to do anything? Ooh, I mean, the result that certainly stuns me, as it stuns everyone else as well, of course, is Spain 0, Cape Verde 0. The defense, the goalkeeping performance there, phenomenal. I was very surprised that Spain were held scoreless. So that was a big surprise result. Who else? I mean, I was impressed by New Zealand yesterday against Iran. I thought they were good, as Argentina have it in the box. Good chance. It's Fernandez looking for a teammate. Messi trying to get the give and go going with Almada, but it goes out of play. Nice work by Argentina as well. They were in the box once again. But yeah, in terms of which teams have been surprise packages so far, New Zealand. Who else can we talk about as well? Let me have a look at the results. I think Australia can be considered a surprise package. Like, as a Socceroos fan, I was hopeful that we were going to get through to the knockout stage. Totally aware that the group stage was going to be difficult. I was predicting a draw against Turkey for our first game. But I'll tell you what, man, that's going to be considered, that 2-0 win against Turkey for Australia is going to be considered a big surprise result. So I think Australia could be considered one of the surprise teams of the tournament so far. Aside from that, I mean, the only real other upsets, looking across the scorelines, there hasn't been any other major upsets. Qatar won with Switzerland won. I mean, that's maybe a surprise result as well there. Switzerland probably expected to win that game. Qatar managing to get a goal out of it and a point, which is big. But a lot of the games have been really competitive. Obviously, there's been a few games where it's been pretty one-sided. We think of that Germany game. They defeated Curacao 7-1. Oh, great chance. Algeria are in the box. Oh, the cross. Ooh, corner. Well, it's taken Algeria 40 minutes to get in the box. Obviously not including that disallowed goal. Great pass and great run. And finally, Algeria discovered a little pocket of space in the penalty area. And it's earned them a corner now. So in swinging delivery, going short, the give and go. They've worked it backwards and it's swung into the penalty area. Good header. But the header is wide. It was a nice technique, but the accuracy wasn't there for Algeria. But that was nice. That was nice from Algeria. Steve, welcome Steve, who says France are a ridiculous team. They've got so much quality, don't they? They've got all across the park. On the park and on the bench as well. Venan, interesting question. Do you think the goalkeeper should have saved Messi's goal? He probably is going to be disappointed with himself that he didn't do better. But the power really caught the goalkeeper out. Here's a chance for Algeria. Good defending though. Argentina just managed to poke it away, and all of a sudden Messi is released on the counter-attack. Here comes Lionel Messi for Argentina. Gives it off to a teammate in Fernandez, and Almada has it on the left. Thiago Almada shooting, a little bit too much elevation on that effort. But yeah, going back to that comment there, do you think the goalkeeper should have saved Messi's goal? I think the power and the placement was good. But yeah, he probably could have done better, maybe to try and palm it away. But I think Messi just got the right amount of power on it to catch the goalkeeper out. That's the thing. That's why Messi's so good. It was the power. It was the accuracy. It was perfect there for Lionel Messi. What a goal scorer he is. So we're not long till half time, folks. Algeria, I've just shown some bright signs, some bright moments in the last few minutes. And could they be building here late on in this first half? Wouldn't it be something if they could snatch an equaliser late on in this first half? They haven't really had many chances at all, Algeria. We'll take a look at the match stats at the break. Argentina surely dominating the stats. Algeria, they've just earned a free kick on the halfway line and maybe a chance to build something here. Sean of the Bread, welcome, mate. Sean of the Bread, another member of the channel. Thanks for joining us, mate. What's going on? It's going very well, says just watched the New Zealand-Iran highlights, says Sean. Yeah, man, a really interesting game, hey? Really interesting, 2-2, and New Zealand were good. New Zealand, I was really impressed with New Zealand. We did the live watch-along yesterday for that game as well. New Zealand 2-2 with Iran, but New Zealand, I mean, they led twice in that game. Oh, good run. Here's a chance. Algeria. The shot just not the accuracy on that one as well. A wide effort. But Algeria, it's another shot for them at goal. Wide once again. But again, Algeria are finishing this first half very well. They're looking good. Sam asks, is the round of 32, will it still be a success for us? Oh, sorry. Is the round of 32 still, will it still be a success for us, or should we aim to reach the round of 16? Ooh, I tell you what. I think it depends on where we finish in the group, because like if you finish first, you're going to play like a third. You're going to play a team that finished third, right? So if the Socceroos could finish, if we can avoid third, if the Socceroos finish in the top two in the group, which is a decent chance now, obviously. We'll see how the USA game goes in a few days' time. But if the Socceroos can finish in the top two, I reckon we should be aiming for round of 16 for sure. I think the Socceroos are a chance to win their first ever knockout stage game at a World Cup. Algeria send in a cross, but it sails out of play. So, yeah, man, I feel like, especially after winning against Turkey in the group stage game, we'll see how the rest of these group stage games go for Australia. But there's promising signs for the Socceroos. I think there's a good chance that we win our first knockout stage game. But yeah, like I said, I think it's all about where you finish in the group. Like if we do manage to finish in third, then it's going to be tough because we're going to be playing like a top team in the round of 32. I mean, of course, any knockout game is going to be tough, regardless of who we play. But if we can finish second or even first, which would be incredible, then yeah, man, it would make things a lot easier. And in that case, we would surely have to be aiming for the round of 16. Newy Jets, welcome, mate. How good is Messi, man? Dude, what a goal, right? What a strike. It was a stunning strike. Stunning goal. Lionel Messi. The only goal for the game so far is Algeria trying to work it into the box. They've got a corner. Algeria have got a corner here. And yes, Sean, Messi did indeed score. And Sean also mentions here, yep, all eyes on Australia. We are looking forward to that game. We will be doing a live watch along for it as well, the Socceroos game against USA. That feels like it's going to be a highly anticipated game for not just for Socceroos and USA fans, but even for neutrals. Sean also said earlier that quarterfinals need to be a goal for Australia, in my opinion. I mean, we'll see how this group stage goes as Algeria's corner is headed away at the near post. We'll see how the group stage goes. But I tell you what, if we can get another win, USA Paraguay coming up, if we remain undefeated for the rest of the group stage, anything can happen for Australia. We can take that confidence, we can take that momentum. And hey, I mean, if Australia make the quarterfinals, that would be one of the incredible stories of this World Cup. To make it to the final 8 teams. But there is just a glimmer of hope. We're not getting carried away, but after that win against Turkey, there is a glimmer of hope that we can really take on some top teams. Turkey is a good side, and we beat them 2-0. 4 minutes total added on in injury time for the first half. Thanks for joining us for this live watch along, everyone. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Wherever you're tuning in from around the world. Millions and millions watching this game, I'm sure. From Algeria, from Argentina, of course, and all around the planet. This game taking place in Kansas City. And Argentina have been good in this game. They have been good. They've looked pretty comfortable overall. Algeria not really testing Emi Martinez in the goals for Argentina so far. Did have a disallowed goal early on, but Algeria have struggled to create any real quality opportunities in this contest. They've got the ball now, though. Moving forward into the final third. Down the left-hand side, Ait Nouri up from left back. Trying to beat the defence, but Argentina have been good at the back. They have been good at the back. They've been good in attack, and they've been good at the back. Ooh, a clean challenge according to the ref. Argentina's bench are up and complaining. Almada was tackled from behind, but referee said he won the ball. Final minute of this half. Final minute. Algeria on the attack. They're working it into the box. A shot is coming in, and it trickles through to the hands of Martinez, the goalkeeper. Again, Algeria, last 5-10 minutes, they've looked a little bit more promising, haven't they? Alrighty, what are we saying here in the live chat as the halftime whistle just around the corner here? Ooh, Argentina have won a free kick here to finish the half. In a good position too. Sam, shout out to Sam and Sean, members of the channel. We've just recently launched memberships here on the channel. Check them out if you're interested. Sam says, if I'm being honest, I know nothing is impossible, but is it weird? I do sometimes accept that we will probs never win a World Cup. I mean, yeah, I mean, of course, there's, so many nations feel that way. It feels like heading into a World Cup, there's only, I don't know, a handful of nations that are actually realistically going to win it. But hey, but that's the thing, even if Socceroos were to incredibly make it through to the quarterfinals, we would celebrate that as if it was a World Cup win, you know what I mean? So, yeah, who knows, maybe one day we'll win a World Cup. But that day may be many, many years away still. Sean says, we don't have to win a World Cup in my opinion, just win some big games is good for now. Sean also says that the CONMEBOL teams are out of form except for Argentina. And the halftime whistle has gone. So it is Argentina 1, Algeria 0. What do you guys make of that first half? Let us know. Jump in the live chat. It's Lionel Messi who's got the only goal of the game. And what a goal it was. Messi with a classic Lionel Messi goal, of course. So, another 45 minutes on the way. Jump in the live chat. Alrighty, let's see here. Sam saying, going into this tournament, I've always said that the hardest game will be against Turkey, but our most important will be against USA. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I was really worried about that Turkey game, and heading into it, I was like, if we can get a draw, that'd be a good result. We got the win, so that sort of really, changed their expectations now. Sean says, I thought we would lose to Turkey easily as well. Something about these youngsters is so exciting. Ceiling is so high. Yeah, man, especially, it wasn't incredible seeing how many young players were in that lineup for Australia. Obviously, Patrick Beach in goals, Paul Okoneksla, Aaron Kunda, still just 20 years of age. So many young players all across the field. Chikati's still very young. So it's a young team for Australia, but it's exciting to see that despite their inexperience at World Cup level, that doesn't matter, man. They've come in and performed already. Steve says, imagine USA being defeated by a continent calling football soccer. I mean, yeah, I feel like in Australia, a lot of people are calling it football now. I don't know. We were talking about it actually in yesterday's live watch-along as well. I feel like I call it football. Sean says Beach and Ocon weren't even on my radar. It's insane. It was, it's one of the most incredible stories. Hey, the fact that no one expected them to start. Maybe Okoneksla, but no one expected Patrick Beach to start, especially with Matty Ryan, who's so experienced. He's the captain of the side. So again, I remember seeing the team sheet for the Socceroos against Turkey and just seeing Patrick Beach, and I was just not that Patrick Beach is a bad player. He's a great goalkeeper, and he's got a really promising career ahead of him. But no one expected Patrick Beach to be thrown into it for Australia's first World Cup game. He was thrown in, and how good was he, man? Patrick Beach was unbelievable. He was just making save after save, and he played a big part in that clean sheet for Australia in their first group stage game. Huge. Sam says, you're not wrong, Sean. I don't even think Patrick Beach himself expected to play. Yeah, it's probably a surprise for him, you know? Sean says, I call it football, but I like using soccer sometimes. It's a cool word. Yeah, actually, I do find that, like, depending on the context, I sometimes say soccer. Like, if I'm talking about, like, playing the sport with, like, friends or whatever, we often use the term soccer. It's like, hey, I want to play some soccer? But when talking about, like, the actual, like, watching the sport and everything, or, like, going to a game, I generally call it football. Yeah. I don't know. Soccer just feels like sort of like the fun nickname. Like, football is the official term in my view, and that's really what the whole world, I guess, most of the world calls it football, as we know. And then soccer is sort of like the fun little nickname. It's like, if you say soccer, I don't have a problem with it. Like, I obviously know what you mean. It is interesting though in Australia. I feel like a lot of people say football now, and I feel like that's changed over the last couple of decades. As Sean says, yeah, that's right. Context matters. What else are we saying here? Sam says on Matty Ryan, it's sad, but I don't think I'll see him play this tournament. Dude, and that's the thing. That's the incredible thing, right? Like, Patrick Beach, like, it was a risk playing Patrick Beach against Turkey, throwing him into the World Cup. But now, because he had such a good game, Patrick Beach is surely going to be starting from here on out. Like, Matty Ryan's just going to be on the bench, right? I don't think we will see him. Sean says, the thing is, he played like Alison Peake. Sean says, as a Central Coast Mariners fan, Matty Ryan is my boy, and he hasn't played that good. I mean, he hasn't been bad. He generally puts in a solid performance. But I guess it's not all that surprising as well, because Popovic hasn't been afraid to change his goalkeepers around. We have seen Beach. We've seen Izzo. Tony Popovic's first game in charge for Australia, he started Joe Gauci. So, yeah, man. Sam also says he's in the best club form of his career. Sean, yeah, he has had a good season with Levante. That's for sure. Tarnley says, I felt for football fans. I called it football. Sean says, not that Ryan is bad, but the performance was bigger than what we've seen from Ryan. I mean, I do wonder, you know, I was thinking about this the other day. If Ryan had started, would he have made those saves that Patrick Beach made? I think Ryan's a fantastic shot stopper. Would the result have been different if Ryan was in goals? I don't know, man. I mean, Patrick Beach did make some miraculous saves, that's for sure. But hey, I tell you what, it is a good thing. It is a good thing to have these selection headaches, and it's a good thing to have, you know, three fantastic goalkeepers. And I really rate Paul Izzo too, who, unfortunately for him, is seemingly now the third choice goalkeeper for Australia. Like, Paul Izzo played against Canada in a friendly last year for Australia, and he was unbelievable in that game. He was brilliant. Yeah. But yeah, it looks like Patrick Beach may well be the goalkeeper for Australia at this tournament. Sean says, at the World Cup, the Netherlands game 2014 comes to mind. Yes, right? Like Tim Krul, right? Tim Krul coming on. I know what you're talking about, for that penalty shootout. There you go. Was that in a semi-final, if I remember correctly? 2014 semi-final. Tim Krul comes on and played the penalty shootout. So, yeah, maybe that would be something we'll see. Where, just like, you know, in qualifying for the 2022 World Cup, Andrew Redmayne coming on for the penalty shootout. Maybe there'll be a similar situation. Maybe in a penalty shootout, you bring on Matt Ryan, who has that experience. Maybe we'll see that if Australia get through to the knockouts. Yeah. Tarnley says, we will know on Saturday if it is Beach or Ryan. I mean, here's the thing, right? If the team sheet comes out for the Socceroos and Ryan is starting, people are going to be upset that Beach isn't starting because Beach had such a good game. My expectation is that Beach will maintain his spot. I mean, he was essentially flawless. Patrick Beach was flawless from a goalkeeping point of view against Turkey. There's no way he gets dropped. I'd be stunned if he gets dropped. Anyway, turning our attention back to this game, Argentina-Algeria, they've just shown the stats on the broadcast. Quite interesting, actually. Both teams reportedly having 3 attempts at goal and 1 attempt on target each. I would have thought that, and possessions even too. Oh, okay, that's actually surprising. It felt like Argentina were a little bit more dominant. But there you go. There you go. Not too many chances actually overall in this game. But it is Messi that has the goal in the end. Of course, we will be live for that USA Socceroos game on the weekend as well. So make sure to join us for that one. We did the live watch along for Australia's first game against Turkey. Very fun watch, of course. We were jumping up and down. We were screaming when Australia got those goals. And hopefully we get more goals against USA in a few days' time. No worries, Cozy Platypus. Where are you tuning in from again, Cozy Platypus? Because as you say here, I can't stay awake anymore. Have a good night, everyone. No worries, Platypus. Thanks for joining us once again, mate. It's great to see you joining us for these last couple live streams. So I appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of your night, mate. Sam says the thing with Matty is that is even if he doesn't play, I'm glad he's our captain. He's the ultimate professional, and I can't think of anyone else to captain the Socceroos. Yeah, of course. It's great to have him as part of the squad, his leadership. And I'm sure, he's been, giving some words of advice to Patrick Beach. It was 12 years ago now that Matty Ryan featured at his first World Cup. He's now at his fourth World Cup, Matty Ryan. So, how good is that for Patrick Beach now, who is stepping up at this World Cup to have an experienced goalkeeper in Matty Ryan there to support you and to know that he's there. Yeah, it is great. And of course, captain of the side, as you say there, Sam. He is the captain of the Socceroos. Sean says Ryan is the best, and Sean also says it was good bringing on players like Irvine and Beach against Turkey. Yeah, I mean, that sort of fills me with excitement as well, like the fact that we played so well with Turkey, and we still had like some of our like sort of top players on the bench. Like we were able to bring on Irvine to see it out, as is Beach. I mean, he's so experienced. He's a top left back as well. So Jason Gary coming on with his experience also. Like it fills me with confidence that we can really perform at this World Cup. And like we didn't even see Volpato. Like no one's really talking about that. I haven't really seen many people talking about that. Volpato didn't come on against Turkey. Like he was the player that was stealing the headlines a few weeks ago when he was a late inclusion to Australia's squad. Volpato wasn't even involved against Turkey, but the thing is, we didn't need him. He didn't need to come on. It was all about defending. So, and we know Volpato's an attacking player. So, look, Nishan Veluple came on and sort of was able to get back and help out defend as well. But look, it'll be interesting to see whether we see Volpato feature maybe against USA, maybe against Paraguay. What I'm hoping from an Australian point of view, I'm really hoping that we get a good result against USA. A draw would be all right. Because if we get a draw, that just about seals our place in the knockout stage, doesn't it? Because we'll be on 4 points. And then against because I'm hoping that we get a good result, because then it means against Paraguay, not that we would like rest our best players, but what I mean is like it gives us a chance just to maybe tweak a few things. Like if we get a good result against USA, pretty much secure our place in the knockout phase, I would like to see Volpato start against Paraguay. He's a top player. Give him an opportunity to do something. And maybe like Harrington starts as well. So again, we shouldn't get too ahead of ourselves there, but I did think about that the other day. I was like, it'd be good if we could head into that Paraguay game, which would be an unusual position to be in for Australia, to head into that last group stage game against Paraguay, having sort of already sealed it for the knockout phase. Again, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that like it's just a walk in the park for that last group stage game. We still have to like make sure we get a good result and finish as high up on the group as we need to. But yeah, man, that's just another thought I had as well. We are looking forward to that Socceroos game against USA. Join us for the live watch along for it. Cozy Platypus, sorry, just missed your message there. I'm in the UK. It's 3 a.m, dude. Wow, I love the commitment. Thanks for joining us from the other side of the world there, Platypus. And there you go. Late one indeed. Sam says, because that's the difference, I don't think Ryan had an experienced goalkeeper to look up to in the 2014 World Cup compared to Beach, who of course had Ryan and Izzo. As Sean agrees, saying good point, Sam. Let Papa cook, says Sean. Now you've put me on the spot here, Sam. I'm trying to remember who Australia's goalkeepers were at the 2014 World Cup. Matty Ryan. I'm going to look it up. Was it Adam Federici, maybe? Who else would have been in the mix there? Trying to remember. Brad Jones, was he in the mix at that point? Adam Federici is maybe one. I'm going to look up Australia's. You guys might be able to beat me to it in the live chat. Australia's 2014 World Cup squad. There's a lot of iconic players from that squad. Obviously, that was a difficult tournament for Australia. Not able to not able to make it out of the group stage on that occasion. The 2014 World Cup. The goal. Oh, Eugene Galakovic. Is that right? Eugene Galakovic. Who were the other goalkeeper? Matty Ryan. And then the third and final goalkeeper. As I'm trying to scour. Mitch Langerak. Should have remembered. There you go. Eugene Galakovic, who was playing at Adelaide United, of course, was part of the squad, as well as Mitch Langerak. Interesting. There we go. Sean, I think you beat me to it there in the live chat, saying Langerak. It was Mitch Langerak indeed. There you go. Tan Lee says, what's the chance Popovic picks the same team? It's hard to predict. I think he does. I'm going to be putting out a dedicated Socceroos preview video out later today for that USA game. I think, and spoilers for that video, I think the starting 11 has to stay the same. I think it does. I just think with the result against Turkey, I think it has to stay the same. I think that same starting 11 is capable of competing with USA. I do think so. The only changes that I would maybe like to see, I mean, Ocon Exler was so good. I think Ocon Exler and O'Neill were really, really good in the middle of the park. So maybe Irvine comes in for one of those guys, but I wouldn't drop either of them. But if Irvine was to start, I probably wouldn't be upset with it. Yeah, I think that's sort of the one change that maybe sticks out. But aside from that, I don't think I would. How do you guys feel about the Socceroos potential starting 11 for the USA game? Sean says Galakovic around 2010 to 2013 was incredible. He was one of the best goalkeepers in the A-League for a long time, wasn't he? He was part of Adelaide's Champions League final run in 2008, I believe it was, says Sean. Probably, yeah. Probably Eugene Galakovic. But yeah, man, I remember watching him when I was younger, and I feel like he was always considered one of the best goalkeepers in the competition. Eugene Galakovic, and yeah, obviously part of Socceroos squads as well. All right, the teams are returning to the fields. I'm going to be back in a matter of seconds to fill up my water. What are your expectations for this second half? Argentina with a 1-goal lead over Algeria. Messi, Messi, Messi. Messi, Messi, Messi. Lionel Messi. Second half of this group stage game between Argentina and Algeria is going to kick off in a matter of seconds. You can sync up the broadcast that you're watching to our live watchalong here if you'd like. The clock is a ticking. Second half is underway. And now, the question is, can Algeria respond? Can they make a comeback here against the giants of Argentina, the reigning World Cup champions? Big game. Big game here for both teams. Argentina looking to start with a win. Algeria, tough test for them. Alrighty, going back to that Socceroos 11 for me for that USA game. Sean says same starting 11 but with different subs. Yeah, the subs might look a bit different. Obviously, it depends on how the game plays out. If we are chasing the game, I'm sure the subs will definitely look different. We'll need maybe some attacking. I'll tell you what, if we're against USA, if we are chasing the game in the second half, that's probably where we'll see Christian Volpato. G'day, Jackson. How you going, mate? Welcome to the live chat. Says Algeria look better to me. Says reckon they have a huge chance here. They finished the first half really well. They struggled to create chances early on. They did have that goal, of course, but late on in the first half, Algeria started to find a little bit of momentum. And Argentina, it's just the 1-goal lead. Stunning goal from Lionel Messi. But Algeria, they have quality, man. They do have quality in this team. There's some good experienced players. I mean, if they could get a draw here against Argentina, that would be a superb result. There's been a change. Montiel off and Molina on at right back, reportedly. There you go. So there is a change here for Argentina at the right side of defence. Algeria starting this second half with a decent spell of possession as they switched over to the right wing. Shifting the ball around, looking for that space, but that's good physicality from Fernandez, who wins the ball back. But Algeria win it back pretty quickly. Argentina favoured to win this game, as they are often favoured to win many games. Argentina, quality side with experience and quality all across the park. 10Gs365, welcome. Says Lockie, did you see the Kiwis yesterday? Yes, indeed. We, in fact, did a live watch along for that game right here 24 hours ago. Says, I'm so proud of us. Had money on Eli just scoring 2. He brought all the mana, says 10Gs365. I was very impressed with Elijah Just. He was great in that game. 2 really nice goals. And how about Just and Wood combining for both goals for New Zealand? So I was impressed with Elijah Just. I was impressed with New Zealand, and they came close to winning that game. But a draw in the end probably felt like a fair result because Iran were good in that game as well yesterday. Sam says, just temporarily putting my Jets hat on. It's nice to see us make a couple signings in Nikos Vegos and Zane Schreiber. Yes, we will be getting some A-League content back on the channel shortly. Of course, all the focus is on the Socceroos and the World Cup at the moment. But yeah, man, I've seen those couple signings. Vergos from Melbourne Victory to the Jets, and Zane Schreiber from Melbourne City to the Jets. A couple decent signings. I think Vergos, we didn't see him at his best at Victory. He showed some good signs, but he could become a real consistent goal scorer for Newcastle. And Zane Schreiber, one of the more talented young midfielders in the A-League. You know, he's got some good experience playing at Melbourne City, some Champions League elite experience. So that will help for Jets, obviously featuring in the Champions League elite this next season. So, yeah, Sam, I don't mind those signings for the Jets. Obviously, Newcastle have lost some quality players. So they do still have some work to do in the transfer window, of course, Newcastle. So we'll see what happens there for the Jets. But they've already made a decent start to the window. I thought the transfer window isn't even open yet, is it? I mean, we've already seen a number of A-League signing announcements. MacArthur SC have been particularly busy. They've named a few signings. In fact, they have signed former Jet striker Ben Gibson, as well as Jing Reese from Melbourne Victory. They also announced the return of Jonathan Aspropotamides, as well as they signed someone else, Nathan Paul, of course, Nathan Paul from the Mariners, from my team. Wearing my Mariners hat today. Next Monday as well. Next Monday night, they announced is the Australia Cup round of 32 live draw. Live on the Football Australia YouTube channel. Messi trying to chip one over the top. Blocked by Algeria's well-organised defence. So, we are in the midst of the A-League's off-season, but of course, very keen to get back onto the A-League conversation soon enough. Long-range shot from Messi. This time goes wide. Looking for a second goal here today. Thanks for clicking on this live watch along, everyone. Thanks for joining us here today. Appreciate it. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. You can also consider supporting the channel by sending in a super chat or joining our newly launched memberships. Shout out to Sam, to Sean. We've got Tan Lee as well in the live chat today, joining us, our members on the channel. Great to see everyone here, and just stoked that you're hanging out with us for this one today. No worries, Tangiers. That is all good. That is all good. Alrighty. Leon Lee says, oh, Saturday Socceroos game. Can't wait, man. Dude, we are all very much looking forward to it. It is such a highly anticipated match. We are looking forward to it. And yes, we will be doing a live watch along for it right here. It's an early kickoff on the east coast of Australia. It's going to be 5 a.m. It's going to be, I'm sure, a cold winter morning. But the excitement will keep us going to watch the Socceroos in the World Cup against co-hosts USA. Sam asks, would you say we are still the underdogs going into the USA game? Yes. Yes, I think so, definitely. Like, until until the final whistle in that game, when the result is whatever it is, I think we're still going to be underdogs. I think we still will be. Here's a chance for Argentina on the break. We'll come back to that comment, Sam, because Argentina are flying down the right-hand side. Good opportunity. The cutback, still there maybe? Cleared away. Algeria scrambling in defence. But that was a good little counter-attacking moment there for Argentina. Good run by DePaul down the right. But just to go back to Sam's question there, I still think we are underdogs heading to that USA game. USA are hosts. USA were very good in their 4-1 win against Paraguay, so they're entering this game against Australia with coming off the back of a really good, confident-boosting win. So I think Australia are certainly underdogs. And of course, I mean, the game being played in Seattle will be full of USA fans, obviously. Of course, there will be, I'm sure, a strong contingent of Aussie supporters in the house in Seattle. But, yeah, man, it's USA. Alrighty. Great to see everyone joining us in the live chat. Jackson's comment here a moment ago. Jackson says, "G'day, Lockie. Cheers for the watch-along." No worries, man. My early takeaway from this game and the cup so far is that the fundamental says the sum is greater than the parts. Watching the game with no volume helps, says Jackson. As Argentina are in, here's a chance. Martinez, good save. Great save from Algeria's goalkeeper, Martinez. Shot on target. Yeah, man, we've seen some big results from some of the weaker teams, I guess you could say, in this tournament. Tangies also says, feel sorry for those in WA. Going to be so early for them for the USA versus Australia game. Yeah. Jackson also says that we are underdogs for sure. And Sam also asks, just asking Lockie, do you have a plan B team to support once the time Australia gets knocked out, as mine is England? Well, I'll tell you what, I want to see New Zealand do well. Obviously, when Australia play New Zealand, we're like fierce rivals. But at this World Cup, man, New Zealand are big underdogs. I want to see New Zealand do well. So they'll definitely be one of my second teams. I do have heritage connections to Scotland. So I do have a connection to Scotland. So they will be a team I will be keeping an eye on as well. Scotland did win the other day against Haiti. So I will be keeping an eye on them as well. So New Zealand and Scotland are the two that I'll be keeping an eye on aside from Australia. Leon asks, what are your thoughts on that Japan versus Netherlands game? It was a fun game. It was back and forth. It was really evenly matched, I thought. Japan, I think, did really well to again work their way back into the game a couple of times. Netherlands were looking good, but yeah, man. Japan, who I rate very highly. I feel like the 2-2 result probably feels like a fair result from that game. It was a fun game. That was one of the games of the tournament for me. And I expect both Japan and Netherlands to get through to the knockout stage. As we speak, folks, Argentina are making a couple changes. Gonzalez coming on, as well as Alvarez joining the attack. It looks like that Alvarez may well have replaced Lautaro Martinez. Martinez with a good shot on target a moment ago, but Alvarez, he's on now. And Gonzalez looks like he might be playing on that left-hand side, replacing, I believe it was Almada who went off as well. Sam says, Haiti surprised me, to be honest. I reckon they had chances to potentially draw and maybe win that game. I agree, Sam. Yeah, I think Scotland were probably favourites to win. But yeah, it was just a narrow 1-0 win. And yeah, Haiti had some chances, man. I think they're not done. They're not done at this tournament. Do you think we might get do you think this World Cup we might finally get a winner from the Asian Confederate? I mean, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. That's an interesting question. If anyone's going to do it, it's probably Japan. I don't know if we'll see it this World Cup. I think Japan's set for a really strong run, but maybe one day. But I don't think this time around. And Sam reckons no as well. Leon highlights that Japan's team 3 men down with injuries. I mean, the good thing is for Japan, they do have great squad depth as well. They've got quality on the bench. So Algeria looking to create some more opportunities. This Argentina defense has been really well organised, really solid. Algeria, edge of the box, knocking it around. That's some good play. That's a shot, but that's a beautiful block. I believe that was Christian Romero who threw himself in front of the shot for the block. But Algeria, good spell of possession here. They're building. Japan can make a final, says Tangies. I mean, that would be... I could see it happening. I could see it happening. Oh, dude, Leon. Don't get me excited, man. Leon says maybe, but I think Australia will go through to the semis. Dude. I mean, we were saying a moment ago in the live chat, we were saying if Australia could get through to the quarterfinals, like that would be incredible. Like that would be worth celebrating. Like it feels like the Socceroos, we'll see how the rest of the group stage goes. It feels like we could get to the round of 16 and win our round of 32 game. Quarterfinals, I think, would be a phenomenal achievement. Where Australia have never made it to the quarterfinals before at a World Cup. If we got to the semi-final, I would go crazy. Socceroos are in good shape indeed, Leon. Yeah, we obviously were looking very solid in that game against Turkey. And yeah, man, I'm nervous and excited. Nervous and excited for the Socceroos game against USA in a few days' time. Okie dokie. Steve says, what this World Cup proves so far is Asian teams are coming to compete. Yep. Only one Asian side has lost so far. Unfortunately, Iraq losing early today as a cross comes in. Good delivery, but that's a good sort of last-ditch sort of intervention there. At the back by Algeria. But it's a corner coming up for Argentina. Looking for goal number 2. Sam asks, have you ever attended a World Cup, Lockie? If not, would you say it's on your bucket list? As I know for me in my life, I want to attend a World Cup. I have never been. I'd love to go. I think all football fans would love to go. Who knows? Maybe, well, obviously 4 years to the next World Cup. Maybe by that stage, if we can get enough memberships on the channel, if we can get some super chats to fund our way to the World Cup, we can make it happen. We'll see. Still 4 years away. I'd love to get to a World Cup one day, man. Messi delivers a corner. Near post. Cleared away. Argentina still looking for goal number 2. They've got the lead, Argentina. But while it is just the one goal, there's just that hint of nervousness. Gonzalez swings the ball in. Headed away. McAllister's shooting. Good save, but the follow-up is in. Messi scores. Well, we just said how Argentina are looking for this goal number 2. They're looking to take a more secure lead. They've got it right there. 2 goals. And guess what? 2 goals for Lionel Messi for Argentina. Golazo, says Tangiers. And that's right, Jackson. 2 for Messi. Brilliant stuff. Messi was there to finish off the chance. It was a powerful effort from Alexis McAllister. The goalkeeper parried it away. But the one person that you do not want to parry your save to is Lionel Messi. He was onside and no chance. I mean, no chance for the defense. Goalkeeper. I mean, could the goalkeeper have done better? I don't know, man. The shot had so much power on it, and Messi just had to simply pass it into the corner of the net. Argentina have just taken a 2-goal lead. That's devastating for Algeria. They've got a mountain to climb now. And for Argentina, an hour into this game in Kansas City, the reigning World Cup champions are looking good. Messi is 2. That's right, Valhoon. What a start at this tournament for Lionel Messi. And what a day it has been today. 2 goals for Haaland. 2 goals for Mbappe. 2 goals for Messi. Who's going to win the Golden Boot? Get in the live chat and let me know. Let me know. Who's winning the Golden Boot? Because Messi, Mbappe, Haaland making a great start at this tournament. All those guys. Harry Kane still to play tomorrow. He could be up there as well. But Big discussion there. Who's winning the Golden Boot? Let me know. Or someone else other than those guys we just mentioned. Let us know. Hat-trick for Messi, asks Coral, maybe. Could be on the cards. Argentina looking for an instant reply. Good cross, and the header just sails straight up in the air, and it's headed away. Oh boy, oh boy. Earlier, just before that goal, Tan Lee says we must win to shut up the the USA pundits. Sam's also said that make a GoFundMe titled "Help Lockie Watches Football Attend the World Cup." Yeah, we might have to get something going for when the next World Cup rolls around. That would be fun. Sam also said, being honest on Ronaldo, I don't see Portugal doing well this tournament. I hope I'm wrong, but I just don't see it. I think they'll be all right, Portugal. I do like their squad. They've got a really good starting 11's looking very, very strong for Portugal. So yeah, Ronaldo, could he be up there as well for the Golden Boot? So many quality strikers at this tournament. Lionel Messi's already got 2 here. What a performance from Lionel Messi. He led Argentina to the World Cup 4 years ago now. Almost 4 years ago. 3.5 years ago, if you like, if you want to get specific. But Messi, what a start here for him. And what a start for Argentina. It's 2-0 in Algeria. Algeria now. Well, as we speak, Algeria are bringing on one of their star players, Riyad Mahrez. The number 7 for Algeria is about to come onto the field of play. Awaro also coming on into midfield. Guri is off for Algeria, the number 9, who unable to get on the score sheet today. But Riyad Mahrez, he is on that right-hand side. Argentina looking for more, man. They're looking for more. Messi's been unstoppable this game. He's just been finding pockets of space. He's been teeing up his teammates, and he's scored 2 goals. In fact, it was a triple change. Awar and Amora on as well for Algeria, as well as Riyad Mahrez. So Algeria really looking to try and turn the tide in this contest. Tangier says, Messi is about as good as Eli Just. 2 left-footed players, if I'm not mistaken as well, hey? So down the left, Argentina. Algeria, man, they just got to try and just... I'm concerned now for Algeria because it feels like Argentina are in the mood, man. They're in the mood. They're looking dangerous. They're knocking the ball around really well. Lionel Messi is working his magic as he always does, and Algeria don't really have a response. They've had some really good moments, Algeria. They've gotten forward, but they're just not finding those quality opportunities, unfortunately. Credit to Argentina in defense as well. They've been very, very good. So Messi scored in the 17th minute and the 60th minute. And he might be through again. Here's this Messi. He's in again, and he's shooting. But this time, he's forced a stunning save out of Algeria's goalkeeper there. Lionel Messi, so close to a hat-trick right there. Great save. Great save. Brilliant reflex. Throwing the palm up to slap the ball over the net. And Messi, with a wry smile on the face, as the fans inside the stadium watching this absolute magician of a footballer. He's walking over to take to this short corner. Short for Alvarez. Argentina are on the front foot right now. And they're looking for goal number 3. De Paul, McAllister, Alvarez for Messi. The give and go. Alvarez goes inside, just can't find a teammate. And Algeria just gotta get themselves on the ball right now. Just gotta try and regain some composure here, perhaps. Timely says Messi and Ronaldo last dance. Let's see who has the better World Cup. Well, this is a very good start for Lionel Messi in Argentina so far. Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal, they get their campaign underway tomorrow. My brain has just forgotten who they're playing in their first game. Portugal tomorrow are playing DR Congo. Okay. DR Congo for Portugal. Tomorrow as well, some big games tomorrow. We've also got England, Croatia. What a game. England ranked 4th, Croatia ranked 11th. Big game tomorrow. Ghana are also playing Panama tomorrow. And then we are also seeing Uzbekistan taking on Colombia. And after tomorrow, we would have seen all 48 teams play at this World Cup. Incredible. It's gone by quickly, man. It has gone by quickly, isn't it? 48 teams. I think they've all played by the end of tomorrow. Wow. Algeria currently have a little decent spell of possession. A little bit static in the front third, though. They need a bit of movement here. They need a bit of creative spark here, Algeria. Is Riyad Mahrez the player to provide that? He's over on the right wing at the moment, Mahrez. Algeria, though, currently using the left-hand side to try and find an avenue forward. Argentina, their defensive structure has been very, very impressive in this game. Algeria found it very difficult to find anything going forward into the final third. There's been a few shots, but again, Martinez in goals for Argentina hasn't really been tested, hey? Bentaleb, he's going short. Now Argentina, Eight Nouri has some space on the left. He swung it in. It's come across and it's headed away. Mahrez regathers, and Algeria, can they get something out of this game? Can they get themselves back into the contest? There's still a lot of time. Shot from range is good, but it's just wide. But that was Ayola with a good opportunity from just outside the penalty area, but the shot was wide. But there you go. The openings are there. They're just going to keep working hard. Thanks for joining us for this live watch along, folks. It's the second hydration break happening right now on the field. So, Argentina lead 2-0 over Algeria. Still 20 plus minutes to play in this game, of course. This has been a good day of football so far. It's been quite entertaining. We've seen there's plenty of goals today. There's been a lot of goals at this World Cup, hasn't there? Earlier today, France 3, Senegal 1. Good performance by France. 2 goals there for Kylian Mbappe. Norway were impressive in their 4-1 victory over Iraq. Graham Arnold, former Australia head coach, who's currently the head coach of Iraq, unfortunately losing there. And then, this isn't the last game. Isn't that exciting? This isn't even the last game. We've got another game after this as well. Austria-Jordan. Those two teams are the two other teams in this group, in Argentina and Algeria's group. So, hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Thanks for hanging out, guys. If you want to support the channel here, you can send in a super chat or you can join the memberships. The level 2 memberships get access to members-only live streams and videos, extended matchday vlogs. Already got one out on the channel already. And yeah, there's going to be a whole bunch of members content on the way. So if you'd like to support the channel, feel free to jump on board, join the club, join the team. We literally just launched memberships a few days ago, so it's a brand new thing here for the channel. And in exciting news as well, I just saw we've ticked past 5,000 subscribers. So thank you for everyone for subscribing. Really, really appreciate that. We've recently ticked past 5,000 subscribers. We started this channel, I want to say 5 years ago, 5-ish years ago maybe. Yeah, man, it's been awesome. The channel's gone through a whole lot of evolution. It's gone through a few different names as well. We were formerly known as Ozwatch Football not too long ago, but now Lockie Talks Football. So I really appreciate you guys being here, hanging out, subscribing, commenting, joining us in the live chat here as well. Shout out to Tan Lee, to Sam, to Sean as well, members of the channel, joining us here for this live watch along. Of course, all the focus for everyone in football right now is on the World Cup. But here at Lockie Talks Football, we do specialise on Australian football, talking about the Socceroos, talking about the A-Leagues as well, of course, Matildas. But we are enjoying this game in this World Cup group stage. Argentina 2, Algeria 0. Algeria have shown some decent glimpses throughout this game, but just not enough in the end. And Argentina, Messi's quality has proved the difference. If Argentina score a third, surely it is done and dusted at this stage in the game. That's the concern for Algeria now. I mean, it's already a mountain to climb. It already is a mountain to climb for Algeria. They cannot afford to concede another. They cannot. And for Argentina, as long as Lionel Messi is on the field of play, it just feels like anything can happen at any moment. Just in a split second, you find that pocket of space, all of a sudden they're in behind. And it could be goal number 3. So there may well be more scoring on the way here, folks, in Kansas City. This is our third live watch-along of this tournament so far. We were live this time yesterday watching Iran, New Zealand. Entertaining 2-2 draw that one. And of course, we're going to be live for the Socceroos games this tournament. We were live for Australia, Turkey. What a game it was. A few days ago, Australia winning. Still buzzing after that win, man. And our next live stream, I can confirm for you right now, is indeed USA-Australia, as Lionel Messi's just been bundled over in the box. Referee says no penalty. Replays are going to be interesting here. Replays are going to be very interesting. Tarnley says, even though Australia won our first game, there is still nervous feeling. Yeah. Like, it's not done. We're not going to let ourselves get carried away, of course. Of course, we have to celebrate that magical win in Vancouver. But yep, the USA game's going to be very difficult for Australia. We are capable of competing. That is for sure. We've proved that now. But the Australia game against USA is going to be difficult. But if we can get a draw at least, that would be nice. That would be nice. And then we'll have some good momentum to take into the Paraguay game. Algeria with a slow build-up as they've committed a lot of numbers into the final third here. They're having to, again, a lot of passes. A lot of passes here. Hasn't necessarily been like free-flowing chances in this game for both sides. There was a total of 3 attempts on target for each side at half-time. It's not a lot, is it? Algeria trying to work their way into the box. It's good defending by Molina. And free kick. Argentina, the pressure is relieved. Two goals to nil. Argentina lead. Lionel Messi. It's been a magical night for Messi. They're just showing the replays of that penalty shout. I mean, Messi was convinced that it was a penalty. There was a bit of contact, but I don't know, man. I don't know if there's enough to suggest a penalty. Suggest that there was a foul there. I think the contact in the end was fair. We are entering the final 15 minutes of regular time. 2 goals to nil, folks. 2 goals to nil, but in 15 minutes, anything can change. Anything can happen. Algeria are chasing this comeback. It's unlikely, but they will believe. Messi has found some space in the middle of the park, and Argentina are springing forward once more. Gonzalez on the left. Oh, to Messi on the edge of the box. Messi shoots. Oh, it's a hat-trick. Oh, brilliant. Simply sensational for Lionel Messi. It's a hat-trick in Kansas City. It's 3 goals to nil, and Lionel Messi has scored all 3. Vamos. Vamos, Argentina. Vamos, Lionel Messi. Hat-trick. That's right, Jackson. That's right, Coral. Coral mentioned, asked it before. Hey, will we get the hat-trick for Messi? That is another stunning goal. Messi involved in the build-up, of course. Spread it out to the left. Gonzalez just onside. And, I mean, the defending, unfortunately, from an Algerian point of view, the defending just was not good enough. Messi was allowed the return pass and just too much space in front of him to shoot. And again, from that range, Messi's finding the back of the net, man. I mean, Zidane couldn't get to it. Look at the placement of the goal, man. The replays are showing it perfectly. Right into that bottom corner. Lionel Messi, a hat-trick to get the 2026 World Cup underway for Argentina. What a player. What a superstar. And he has risen up in the Golden Boot standings, leading the way early on at this tournament. What a moment. What a goal, too. As Valhoon is dropping those goat emojis in the live chat, as the GOAT himself has a hat-trick. Dude, and that's why he's the GOAT. Stats on the broadcast showing that Messi has had 6 attempts, 4 of those on target, 3 of those are goals. Wow, dude. He could have had his hat-trick even earlier. He forced a really good save out of Zidane. So he could have had 4, man. Argentina are springing forward once more. It's 3-on-2. Here's a great chance once more. It comes over to the left. Where's Messi? Where's Messi? Give him a fourth. Give him a fourth. Where is he? I can't see him on the screen. Oh, he's sitting back a little bit deeper. Anyway, Algeria scrambling in defense. Alvarez, misplaced pass. Well, it's a hat-trick for Messi. But as a player stopped here, there's a player for Algeria who's down and hurt. That will just about seal the result. You'd imagine this is going to be too far of a margin for Algeria to overcome. 3 goals now. Steve, there you go. Thanks for highlighting that in the chat. Steve says World Cup top scorer and tied with closer all-time top scorer for the World Cup now. There you go. Miroslav Klose. I remember he was one of my favorite players to watch as a kid growing up. I remember him for Germany in the 2006 World Cup. There you go. I didn't know that. So tied with Klose as the all-time World Cup goal scorer. Miroslav Klose was a fantastic goal scorer for Germany. And now Lionel Messi, well, making history. He's just a brilliant player, isn't he? And is he being subbed off here? I think he is. I mean, just incredible. Just incredible. And you can see they're showing on the broadcast, all the fans in the stadium, they just absolutely adore this man, this incredible person, this incredible footballer. Lionel Messi. These fans in the stadium have witnessed a truly stunning performance. And what a player to bring on. The experienced Nicolas Otamendi is on, wearing the captain's armband. Christian Romero also coming off as Paz is on to join up with the team on the field. So, Lionel Messi, 3 goals for the day. Brilliant. Just brilliant. There's nothing else to say, man. This guy's just so much fun to watch. And Tan Lee in the live chat a moment ago said Messi and Ronaldo's last dance. Let's see who has the better World Cup. Well, Ronaldo has got it all to do now. In regards to who's going to have the better World Cup. I mean, Messi has just rocked up and scored a hat-trick. We'll see how Ronaldo goes tomorrow for Portugal. But what a start for Lionel Messi. 3 goals. 17th minute, 60th minute, 76th minute. Algeria haven't been able to contain him clearly. And it's been brilliant. It's been absolutely brilliant. So now, in the final 10 minutes of regulation time, Argentina just have to... stay composed. They've given it away as soon as I've said that. Algeria edge of the box. Good closing down defense, though. And Algeria committing numbers forward, and Argentina are now just looking really dangerous when they drive forward. Gonzalez can't keep it in play. But again, on these counterattacks now for Argentina, they just look like scoring every time. I mean, Jackson asked the question, will Ronaldo start? I think he will. I think he probably will start as that striker for Portugal tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe they utilise him off the bench. I mean, surely they start him, right? In a World Cup game. I think he will start. So, final changes for Algeria. A couple more subs coming on as we speak. Algeria's fought really, really hard in this game. They haven't been bad, man. They've worked hard. In that first half, they were starting to look decent, especially towards the end of the first half. A couple decent opportunities. but no real quality chances, you know. Martinez has had a pretty cruisy game in goals for Argentina. And Algeria, what's a 3-goal defeat? But of course, they'll be looking ahead to these games coming up against Austria, against Jordan. I mean, Argentina, that's obviously going to be, you know, the toughest game in the group. Of course, the reigning World Cup champions, if you don't mind. But Algeria will still be optimistic that they can qualify through to the knockout phase. Austria and Jordan, those two teams are playing in about just over an hour or so. Coral asks, do you think Argentina can score without Messi? Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. They've got great players alongside him as well. I mean, Alvarez has come off the bench here. Martinez started and had a good shot on goal. So if Messi's not on the field of play, they've still got options there. Gonzalez with his pace down the left. But yeah, man, Alvarez and Martinez, those two sort of other key attacking players as strikers. Yep. They're always capable, Argentina. It's not just Messi, it's the whole team. Defensively, they've been very good. They've worked really hard. Romero's been good. Martinez at the back. In the fullback positions, they've looked good as well. Argentina have been very strong. Three goals to nil, man. We've seen some now it's interesting looking at some of like the World Cup favourites, if you like, and how they've performed in match day one. Some of them have been very, very impressive. Some of them slightly underwhelming. Good performance here from Argentina, and a great performance from Germany, winning 7-1 against Curacao. But it does make me think of Spain and you know being held to a scoreless draw by Cape Verde. Obviously, it's still just the group stage, still early on in this tournament. France, I think they're still one of the favourites for this tournament. They picked up a good win earlier today against Senegal, 3-1. A lot of these teams, these top-ranked teams, starting on a positive note. Got some big teams playing tomorrow. The likes of England and Croatia who are playing together, and Portugal playing tomorrow. Nuri getting down the left. That may have gone out of play. Still in and headed away. Argentina trying to maintain this clean sheet to finish off this contest. Join us for our next live watch along in a few days' time. We are live for USA Argentina. Sorry, not Argentina. USA Australia. USA Australia. Free kick on the way for Algeria in a really good position. Edge of the box. This might be Riyad Mahrez territory. This might be Mahrez territory, I reckon. Left foot. Probably set up really nicely for a left foot. Let's show the replays of that foul. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that decision, personally. Free kick's been awarded. And it's an opportunity for Algeria to get themselves on the score sheet. It's going to take a bit of a miracle, I think, to manage to get even a point from this game, I think, for Algeria. 3 goals behind at this stage with not long to go. Argentina, they're setting up the wall. This is a free kick in a great position. And number 7 for Algeria, Riyad Mahrez, Premier League winner with Leicester City. Many seasons with Manchester City. Riyad Mahrez, free kick. Can't get it over the wall. Can't get it over the wall. It's a good defensive header. And Algeria still in the attack with his throw. Still looking to take something out of this game. They haven't been terrible, Algeria. Again, I will say that. They haven't been terrible. I mean, they've just been... Sometimes there's not much you can do against the quality of the Lionel Messi. They probably could have been a little bit better in defense at some moments. I think that third goal especially, they maybe could have been a little bit better with their defense. They were scrambling to get back. But Algeria, they've gotten forward on a number of occasions. They've pinned Argentina back. Again, but not really creating those quality opportunities. Not really making too many runs into the box. And it's the same thing for them right now as we speak. They're knocking the ball around. Argentina dropping back, looking to Looking to hold on to this 3-goal advantage. Algeria down the left. Cutting inside. On the corner of the box. Ball movement. I feel like, I don't know. In my opinion, I feel like the ball movement needs to be a little bit quicker from Algeria. Like, it's been a pretty comfortable game of defense. That's a good pass back inside Algeria in the box. But again, Argentina just have the numbers. But Mahrez has picked it up. Oh, here's a chance. Good defending, Molina at the far post. Argentina still having to defend because Algeria, pretty easy to get these names mixed up. Hey, Argentina, Algeria. The 2 A's. As DePaul just hacks it out of play, looking to hold on to this 3-goal lead. Next live watch along in a couple days' time, USA, Australia. Join us for it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, the Socceroos looking for a possible consecutive victory here against the USA. It's a huge game. Both USA and Australia winning in match day 1, and they meet in match day 2 to decide who will take the lead in Group D. Algeria, again, just continuing with this slow build-up, but it just feels like they need more in going forward. Interesting, the match stats have just been shown on the broadcast. According to the match stats on the broadcast, Algeria have yet to have a shot on target, which sounds about right? They've had 7 shots reportedly and 0 of them on target. 0 of them on target. So that sort of sums it up for you. They have had some chances. They've gone for it at times. But Martinez, credit to Argentina's well-organized defense, it's meant that Martinez has had a pretty chill day in goals today. Wonderful turnout in Kansas City for this game. Great crowd in attendance. So many there to watch Lionel Messi and Argentina especially. Feels like we haven't had too many long stoppages in the second half, so you wouldn't imagine there'll be too much time added on. Maybe 3 or 4 minutes. Mahrez, a wayward pass. Some of these wayward passes letting Algeria down, unfortunately, in this match. But again, don't write off Algeria for the rest of this tournament, man. Games against Austria and Jordan should be very competitive. And they've got the quality. They do have the quality, I think, Algeria, to qualify for the next round. But, of course, whoever's coming up against Argentina, they're generally going to be underdogs. Argentina are usually going to be the favourites. From the likes of McAllister, Fernandez, of course, Lionel Messi, DePaul. So many of these guys have had a really great game in defence. Romero's been very solid all across the park. 6 minutes added on. 6 minutes. That's a little bit more than I would have expected. But we've got a little bit more football to play and maybe some time for Algeria to get something out of this game. Argentina seemingly pretty content to hold on to this 3-goal advantage. Happy to sit a little bit deeper here as they just look to maintain the lead. One more game for this match day coming up. Austria, Jordan on the way. Great challenge at the back there. Otamendi, who's come off the bench and is helping his side see out this lead. See out this victory. How good is that, though, from Lionel Messi? The fact that he started here today, scored 3 goals. You're able to he got subbed off straight after that 3rd goal, essentially. He's done his job. What a brilliant player. Brilliant leader for this Argentina side. Give him an early rest, so to make sure he's fresh for the next couple group stage games. And, of course, Argentina are fully expecting to have a strong run at this tournament, man. A deep run into the knockout phase. And this is a sign. This is sending a signal to all the other big teams in this competition. Showing them that Argentina are here. They are up for this. They are up to play. And Lionel Messi is in fine form. And now the question for Austria, for Jordan, and whoever Argentina play in the knockout phase is, how do we silence Lionel Messi? That's what those opponents are going to be asking themselves. How do we try and limit Lionel Messi's influence on the game? Because we saw here, Messi, not just with the goals, but his just overall play is brilliant. He was dropping deep a lot. He was getting involved just like as a playmaker and just scoring 3 very nice goals. The second one, obviously, a pretty easy one, just a pass into the back of the net. But that first and third goal, absolutely stunning strikes. Beautiful goals to watch. We've had some great goals in this World Cup already so far, and those 2 strikes from Messi, the first and third goal, are going to stand out as some of the goals of the tournament. No doubt. Final match day 1 tomorrow coming up as well. Portugal, DR Congo, England, Croatia is shaping up as one of the matchups of this group stage. Tomorrow is also going to be Ghana taking on Panama. And lastly, tomorrow, Uzbekistan are playing Colombia. So all those games are actually quite fascinating. A lot of talking points all across the day tomorrow. No live watch-alongs here on the channel tomorrow, but make sure to join us for our next live watch-along, USA taking on Australia. That is taking place on Friday over in Seattle, but it'll be Saturday morning here on the east coast of Australia. An early kickoff, 5 a.m, so make sure to join us for that live watch-along. And we'll have a bunch of live watch-alongs coming up next week as well, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss them. Argentina are cruising to victory here in Kansas City as they are knocking the ball around the back, taking no risks. And Algeria, again, I think it's less of Algeria having a bad game and more of Argentina just being too good, man. Argentina are just too good. How far can they go at this tournament? Can they do it again? Can they do it again, Argentina? Can they go all the way and lift the trophy once again? This has been the perfect start for Argentina and Lionel Messi. 6 minutes total added on, so we've got less than 2 to play now. Algeria entering the final minutes with possession. Long switch of play, sails out of play though. Steve says, I don't see them doing it again, Argentina winning the World Cup, but I can see them in the quarterfinals at best. Surely, that would have to be I reckon the minimum for this Argentina team. Minimum, surely, for Lionel Messi in Argentina. Especially with the way they performed here. This has just shown me, at least. It's yeah, man, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with here in this tournament. I think quarterfinals minimum. I think we could easily see them in the semis. But, dude, at this World Cup, especially in the quarterfinals at least, there's going to be some crazy matchups, hey? There's going to be some huge matchups even in the quarterfinals. Jackson also says at least. Yeah, the quarterfinals at least, hey? I reckon. Really appreciate you guys joining us for this live watch-along, man. Full-time whistle, about to blow. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Really appreciate you guys hanging out with us for this live watch-along. And we've got more on the way. As Argentina have secured a 3-0 victory over Algeria. And their headlines are going to Lionel Messi. A hat-trick for Messi. And the broadcast is showing all the fans in the stands. So many Argentina fans who have just witnessed a Messi masterclass. It was a truly magical performance, wasn't it, from Lionel Messi? The 3 goals, That second one was a very comfortable finish, but that first and third goal, just unbelievable strikes from long range. What a player Lionel Messi is, of course, as we all know, but he is here doing it once again at the World Cup. Perfect start for Lionel Messi and Argentina at this tournament. Incredible. Cheers to you too, Jackson, who says, cheers, mate, hooroo. Bamo says, Lockie, can Australia beat Argentina? Oh, dude, don't ask me that, man. I mean, we'll see what happens when we get there. If we do get there. Obviously, look, Argentina obviously getting the better of Australia last World Cup. There is a chance, in my predictions video, I did a World Cup predictions video on the channel. You can check it out if you haven't seen it. My prediction did end up with Australia meeting Argentina in the round of 16. That's where my prediction led to. And I didn't know it was going to lead that way. It's just how it played out. So my expectation is that, yeah, Australia could maybe line up with Argentina in the round of 16 once again for a second consecutive World Cup. Yeah, it may well be a step too far, like, especially just looking at the way Argentina performed today. It's just so hard to stop Leo Messi, man. He's unstoppable at times. He is unstoppable at times. I mean, we'll see what this World Cup has in store for Australia, as we know Australia have started on a really positive note, but yeah, I'd be a bit worried coming up against some of these top 10 opposition sides, hey? All right, tough one for man of the match, says Valhoon. I assume you mean man of the match by saying MM. That's it. Right, yes, of course. I mean, to be fair, like overall, like as a team, there were some top performances from Argentina. But yeah, I mean, just from match day one, Lionel Messi is probably the player of the World Cup so far, of course. Of course. Thanks for joining us today, Valhoon. Really appreciate you joining us as always in the live chats. Great to see you popping in. And as Nick mentions in the live chat, g'day, Nick. Nick says first hat-trick in this World Cup. Yep, and of course it goes to Leo Messi. I mean, a big day for goal scorers in the World Cup. Haaland with 2 goals for Norway in their 4-1 win over Iraq. We saw Kylian Mbappe grab a brace in France's 3-1 win over Senegal. And here today in Kansas City, it's Lionel Messi, a hat-trick. He went one better. He got the hat-trick against Algeria here to kick off the group stage for Argentina. So it's going to be a very, very interesting Golden Boot race, isn't it? I mean, we're talking about Haaland, we're talking about Mbappe, but of course Messi, we expect him to be right up there once again. And as well, Harry Kane set to play tomorrow, Cristiano Ronaldo as well tomorrow. So, and who else? Maybe there could be some more surprise names up there. Maybe a Socceroos name, maybe a Nesri Nkunda or a Mo Toure could be up there for Australia. But it is exciting, I think, to see that these star strikers have made a good start to this tournament. We are looking at Haaland, Mbappe, Messi. I'm expecting Cristiano Ronaldo and Harry Kane to have good tournaments as well. So those are the 5 guys I reckon who will be leading the way in the Golden Boot race. So keep an eye on all those guys for sure at this tournament. But Lionel Messi, he might be hard to stop in this form, man. Like I said a moment ago, he's just unstoppable. He's really, really difficult it's really difficult to try and limit his chances because he's just so good on the ball. He's so good at taking on defenders, and his finishing ability, especially, I really like that third goal, the way that he didn't necessarily smash it, he just finessed it into the corner. And Zidane, the goalkeeper for Algeria, who had a good game overall, and he made a great save moments before actually. He was never getting to that third goal. Like, the placement perfectly in that bottom corner, it was going to be difficult for any goalkeeper in world football to stop that from going into the back of the net. Coral as well says, cheers, great, watch along. Thank you, Coral. Thanks for joining us once again today. Good to see you here joining us. This has been a fun game to watch, man. Argentina 3, Algeria 0. Always fun watching Lionel Messi play football because he's just so good at it. And this, again, was another masterclass from Lionel Messi. This is one of his best games he's ever played for Argentina. More goals for Lionel Messi. It's a hat-trick, the first hat-trick at this World Cup there, as Nick mentioned in the live chat. So, Argentina, man. Argentina are going to be one of the teams to watch. Checking out some of Argentina's next games. They're taking on Austria next week. That'll be taking place that'll be Monday over in US. That game taking place in Dallas. And then for the final group stage game, Argentina will be playing Jordan. So Argentina currently ranked first, Jordan ranked 63rd in the rankings. So Argentina strong favourites there, of course. That game also taking place at Dallas Stadium. Again, Algeria, we should highlight for Algeria, they should be competitive for the remainder of this group stage. They did try really hard in this game. They had some good spells of possession, just couldn't create any quality opportunities in the end. Unfortunately, they didn't really test Martinez in goals for Argentina. But look, Algeria will back themselves against Austria, against Jordan. I think those two games could be really exciting, competitive matches, a whole lot closer in regards to the scoreline. And I think Algeria are still a good chance to get through to the knockout stage. But they'll need to respond. They do need to respond. They've got a game coming up against Jordan next week. It was always going to be tough for them here against a top Argentina team. That's for sure. So, a great day of football. A really great day of football overall. France 3, Senegal 1. Great start for France. They were good in that game. Senegal, I think they're going to have a strong tournament, but they'll be disappointed with that loss to get underway. But again, France expected to be one of the favourites of this tournament. Kylian Mbappe with 2 goals there. Norway, we saw Norway feature against Iraq today as well. Big occasion for those two nations featuring at the World Cup once more. Erling Haaland was the star for Norway. 2 goals for Haaland as Norway defeated Iraq 4-1. And then, of course, Argentina 3 over Algeria 0 today. And it's not the last game today. Later on today, Austria will be playing Jordan. So keep an eye on that one later on. Loving these kickoff times, man. It's been very comfortable for us on the East Coast here of Australia. So spending the afternoon watching some football. But I really appreciate you guys joining us wherever you're tuning in from around the world. We had folks joining us from all around the globe, which is always great to see. Of course, the World Cup brings everyone together. And then tomorrow is the final match day for match day 1. So it gets underway with Portugal, DR Congo. After that, England, Croatia. Are you kidding me? In the group stage. What a match that's going to be. Ghana, Panama tomorrow. And then to finish off match day 1, Uzbekistan are playing Colombia. So some fascinating games tomorrow, that's for sure. Steve does say in the live chat, I don't see Algeria getting through after this performance. I mean, they're going to need to be a little bit better with their chance creation, I think. They didn't create quality chances in the end. They did have that. They're showing the replays, the highlights on the broadcast as we speak. I just remembered, of course, Algeria did have that disallowed goal at the start of the game. But yeah, they're going to need to create some better quality chances if they are going to get through. That is for sure, Steve. So they do want to make sure they do elevate their performance. Because, look, the Austria game will be tough. I think against Jordan, Algeria will be favourites. I think they will. But the Austria game could be a tough one. That could be a big game to decide who maybe finishes second in the group. I think the expectation now is that Argentina will probably go on to finish first in this group. Leon also saying that Messi on fire. He is certainly on fire. He was brilliant in this game, Lionel Messi. And at this rate, man, he's gonna have a mega tournament. He's gonna have a huge tournament, Lionel Messi, because 3 goals, 3 exceptional goals, and again, it's not just that, it was the overall play from Lionel Messi. He just knows how to find the space. He knows how to find his teammates. He's so much fun to watch. Sometimes you just have to sit back and watch greatness. Watch greatness play out. And we have watched a truly great performance here today from Lionel Messi. How good, though. Hat-trick. Hat-trick for Messi. Argentina. I know I was impressed, and I was very impressed with them in defense today. Very good in defense. Romero, Martinez, centre-back combination, very, very solid. But, of course, it will be interesting to see, like, no disrespect to Algeria, but when Argentina come up against some, like, real top-ranked nations, some other top 10 opponents, that's going to be where it gets really interesting. Like, can they match it? Not can they match it? Of course they can match it, but, like, are they going to... will like a France or an England or a Spain, will these sorts of teams cause some headaches for for Argentina at this World Cup in the knockout stage. We'll see. Stats on the broadcast. Interesting. So Argentina actually ending with 45% possession. Algeria with 50% possession, 5 in contest. So Algeria actually ending with more of the ball than Argentina, which is interesting. Argentina managed 10 attempts at goal, 6 on target. Algeria, 7 attempts on goal, 0 on target. So that's probably the only disappointing, well, one of the disappointing aspects from this game for Algeria. The fact that they were getting into some decent areas. Edge of the box, they're working it around pretty well at times, but 0 attempts on target. Just obviously you need to do better there at a World Cup. Leon also mentioning, very exciting for sure, especially the England game. Yep, that game tomorrow is going to be huge. And Leon Lee reckons France versus Argentina rematch this World Cup. Well, in my predictions, I'm pretty sure that's like what I ended up with, which, again, I didn't intend for that. I didn't know it was going to end that way, but I think there's a decent chance we do get that rematch of France-Argentina, which, wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? Argentina-France once more. It was an incredible final 4 years ago, and I think we could see it. And I tell you what, it would be a very close game once again. France were good this morning. France were good today in their game against Senegal. And Argentina, Lionel Messi's looking up for it. So, really excited to see some of these big clashes in the knockout stage. But again, we've got a big clash coming up tomorrow with England and Croatia. That's going to be a big game, that's for sure. So overall, this match day 1, in its second last day now, match day 1 of the group stage, it's been thoroughly enjoyable, thoroughly entertaining. There's been some surprise results. There's been some upsets. There's been some big statements made by some teams. We've seen some big scorelines. There's been a lot of goals overall. Good to see a win here. We did see, all the games have been wins so far today. Yesterday was all draws. We were live this time yesterday for New Zealand's game with Iran. And it was all draws yesterday, but all victories. So very curious to see how Austria and Jordan plays out. I think for that next game, I think Austria probably are favourites for that game over Jordan. I think Jordan probably the underdogs of this group, just with their ranking, 63 in the ranking there, Jordan. Curious to see how this World Cup plays out for them. I think everyone is probably looking at Algeria and Austria to be sort of that second best team in the group stage. But hey, this World Cup has thrown up surprises. It's thrown up some really fascinating scorelines, and anything can happen. So if Jordan can put in a good performance today, maybe they could snatch a result against Austria and go alongside Argentina at the top of the group. But I do rate Austria. I think they've actually got a really good squad, and I think at this tournament maybe they could be one of the dark horses. There's a lot of teams that we're sort of referring to as dark horses, and we'll see which one of them actually delivers as a dark horse. But who knows? Maybe it's someone that we're not even expecting to be a dark horse at this tournament. But in the end here today, Argentina 3, Algeria 0. It's been a very, very enjoyable game and entertaining watch. And it's been a pleasure to watch Lionel Messi work his magic. And I appreciate you guys coming here to hang out with us in the live watch-along. Before you head out, make sure you hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Our next live watch-along will be USA-Australia in a couple of days' time. So make sure you join us for that one. And stay subscribed so you don't miss our live streams here. We'll have a bunch of live watch-alongs coming next week as well throughout the rest of the group stage, through the knockout phase as well. So if you've enjoyed it, you can subscribe. If you haven't done so, join the channel. And you can also consider joining our newly launched channel memberships. So enjoy the rest of your day, your night, whatever it is, wherever you are tuning in from around the globe. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Wednesday Arvo by watching Austria versus Jordan kicking off in not too far away. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. I will see you in the next one, USA, Australia, the live watch along for that one in a couple of days' time. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.